guys, BBI here. I want to stop and say thanks for tuning in and checking out whatever the video is about that's about ready to come up next. If you could take a minute and hit subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here, make sure to hit the like button. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Anyhow, guys, all that aside, let's get on with the show. With the sound of military jets going full afterburner into military power climbing out of our airbase, just south of our town. I love it. I love it. America. Well, gentlemen, I got to digging around. Today is Sunday and today is my day. I get to do whatever I want. So I spent all afternoon hanging with the family and had a great time. And we were out looking at mountain bikes and kayaks and canoes and fishing gear and getting ready for the summer. And I thought, man, when I get home, what I want to do is I've got all these extra parts. Like this is a Texas Star 667 heatsink. It's a Texas Star 667 heatsink. The 500 and the Sweet 16, the only thing is the difference in the Black Widow and the White Line is either the label on the front or the driver's section. I was like, man, I know I got a bunch of these just laying around for parts. Because I save all this stuff. Like if I get one that I take in on trade and the tin's all boogered up and the guy wants me to build him a new amplifier out of it, I was like, okay, so I strip it down. I take all the pill screws out of it and all the board screws and the little washers, and I take the face plates off of shit, and I if it's in good shape, that take the heat sink off and save it and throw them up on the shelf because I might need that for a future repair. I might have a guy's amp that shows up here that's got a great upper body assembly like this, and the boards and internally are great, but the heat sink's all gobbered up because somebody had to go and drill holes in it for whatever reason. So I save all these things. And then I've got a couple extra that I keep around, like face plates, push button knobs, on off, that kind of thing, power preamp, lights, all that kind of stuff, because guess what? I'm a repair shop. Imagine that. So what I thought I would do today is I knew that I had a couple that a friend of mine had bought, and he wanted me to make us a matching set of twins out of it, and then we ended up doing something different. They're over here. I thought, wow, what if I was to take those and build a matching set of twins, but with all the kick-ass parts in it, like upgraded coax, upgraded power wire, new faceplates, push buttons, all that kind of stuff. It made me ask myself, I bet you I could sell those. So gentlemen, that's what we're going to do. We are going to take this myriad of parts here, and we're going to build two pristine 667s full of good parts that'll last. Good tins, good faceplates, good push buttons, good transistors, good solder work on the inside, good parts. So on that note, I think I'm going to jump into it. But I wanted to show you what I was working with when I started, and this is only about a third of it. This is what I know I'm going to need for this particular project. Like somebody's gone in here and they've added this stupid, ridiculous, oversized cap. Or that there, where it's got an oversized electrolytic in it, which doesn't need to be in there. Not that big anyhow. It's not what it works in the circuit, but I think that we're going to probably start out with these two units, strip them down. We'll probably take the driver's section out of this one and transplant it into here, because this is a parts one that is missing. We're going to have new knobs, new variables, new faceplates, new meters, new transistors in all of these, new power wires. I think you guys get the gist. And away we go. Well, here we are. Got amplifier number 1 done. It's got the full power wire upgrades. We recapped it. I went ahead and put fuses back in it so we could utilize the fuses as a distribution network. Put 2 new rubber grommets in it for the power wire. Did the small B plus upgrade like I do on all of them. Went ahead and did the other B plus upgrade on them like I do on all of them. Checked out about every part that I need to check out and put 4 brand new HG transistors in this thing. We went ahead and put a Toshiba 2290 in there because I have this freaking ass bucket of them. And I think this amp is ready to, well, get with it. This is the easier of the two to do. I went ahead and washed the boards, knocked all the solder flux and everything off of this, so it's all set. Put all new push buttons on the front, power receive, AM, sideband, so on and so on and so on. Have not powered this up, have not tested it. We'll be back. Amplifier number 2, I've yet to do anything with. This is going to need new lights, new push buttons, a new meter in the front, or new meter, new variable power, and the inside of it's going to need a bunch of work. When I am done, this will look just like this. Because remember, we started out looking like this on this one, and we're going to end up with this here looking like this one over here. So we got a couple pop 2879s, and we've got shitty coax feeding it, 2 different types. Like over here I had the same thing going on, but I replaced it with, well, RG316DS, which is the same thing I plan on doing over here with this guy. And we're probably going to put a new face on this, where this one's still got the fuses in here, so we'll be able to utilize that. We're going to pull out this garbage here. We're going to clean this up. We're going to make it look like new again. We're going to clean up this mess that's over here. And we'll get rid of this solder blob garbage over here. Probably put a new meter in it down here. I don't know, I've got extra replacement trays. We might end up changing the whole tray out depending on how bad this has been up behind here. The idea is to make this as close to factory, but with all the pluses of our knowledge today. The things that we know that we need to change to make it work a little bit better for today, which is primarily power wire and a little bit of upgrades here and there on a few different things, and we're going to clean it up. Probably put a whole brand new faceplate on it because this one is pretty chooched and rotten. So when we're done, we're going to put some more fancy ass parts on it. And this meter is, well, junk. So away we go. I'll be back. I'll probably pop back with one more segment when I show you. I'll come back and show you this thing all stripped down. The whole point behind this is I wanted to make a quick short video, and I just wanted to show you guys, hey, this is what we're doing. And guess what, you guys, both of these are for sale. Okay, so 2 people out there are going to have the opportunity to buy these boxes for the same amount of money. Each one, doesn't matter which one who goes to what. They're probably going to perform exactly the same since they were both made around the same time. They have the exact same style of resistors in them in the same places. Texas Star has changed the style of resistors and values in a few of their components over the years, and some of the older ones work better than the newer ones, as we all know. Especially when they had to go and use the DEI component because they didn't have anything else that they could use, and it was junk. Doesn't matter. We're going to go through and make this right. Give me a minute. We'll return. Well, put a brand new faceplate on it, brand new meter, brand new variable, all brand new switches. I don't know if all the lights are good yet. We'll figure that out once we put power to it. Let's go inside. I got all the bad transistors out of this thing. There was one blown on each side. I went through and I rebuilt the combiner section over here. Now, what had happened here is this thing has obviously been blown up in the past. And it is a victim of what I call cut and paste. That's where you cut the part off that's burned up, which was the resistor, and then you just slobber one on the outside. Instead of taking the time to take it all apart and take the combiner and unwrap the legs, put the new resistor in there, rewrap the legs on it, and put it back down. We normally see the cut and paste thing, though, it presents itself with the keying transistor, where guys will just cut the legs off the transistor and then graft another transistor on the top. We don't see that happening here. Now, I'm familiar with this style, and also, once again, this style of transistor. So I want to see what the noise floor is of these and measure it, because I have another one that's another transistor. It's up here in my bag of transistors. It's got a 15 or 20 dB down noise floor from this one, which is the preamp. By the way, this transistor is the preamp. It's a full 15 or 20 dBm down from what this transistor is. Have faith. This one's going to get the same treatment that these two have. And it'll be up available soon too. But I've had a bunch of guys, man, I'm just looking for a Texas Star 667 or just a Texas Star 1x4, but I want you to go through it. Lord knows I've got enough of them over here. So our next step over here is that we're going to take this chicken poop out of here and this chicken poop here out and get all this cleaned up. We're going to recap the bias because over time, because they get hot. Okay. And then once we get all this cleaned up, before we go and put the new transistors in, I'll take it and I'll wash it. And what I mean by wash it is we'll put acetone on this thing. We'll dissolve all the flux. We'll clean up all the other leftover schmew from it being burned up a couple times before. And this will be all pretty and perfectly clean. Put 2 new grommets in it, put new power wires in it, and then we're going to go and put 4 matched HG transistors in these holes with fresh heat sink compound, brand new screws, and we'll go ahead and we'll solder all this down and clean all this up. Then we'll do the power wire, and then when we come back, it'll be the test segment. Whoop, 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 whoop. I ran out of acetone, so I had to use methyl ethyl ketone and xylene. Both things are horrifically caustic and they give me a headache. I used to love the smell of acetone as a kid. Or not acetone, but MEK. Of course, the stuff that we get today is different than what we had when I was a kid. Anyhow, thank you very much, tweakers. We appreciate you very much for ruining that for the rest of us that could have access to normal and common chemicals where we could dissolve stuff. Freaking meth heads. Anyhow, if you don't know, methyl ethyl ketone, I'm not going to get into the chemical processes. I could explain it all to you, but it's not worth it. Anyhow, MEK has been banned in most states because they use it to wash part of the ephedra process, and you can use it to wash the iodine and the phosphorus. That's if you're not going to use P2P, but so I paid real close attention in chemistry. I'm here to tell you that. And we've all seen it. We've all watched Breaking Bad. Anyhow, the way I use it is use it to wash components to get the flux off it. And the acetone is a very, in my mind, acetone is a very weak solvent. In some people's minds, it's an aggressive solvent, but to me, it's water. But it works good with electricity stuff. I had to be very careful because if I was to get the methyl ethyl ketone mixed with the xylene close to this relay body, it would have turned it completely opaque. And everybody went, "Ooh, that don't look good." Nothing wrong with it. It just changes the surface chemical makeup, kind of etches the outside edge of the plastic and causes it to pit, which makes it look opaque to our eyes. Anyhow, it's all cleaned up. Doesn't even look like the same bucket of bolts, does it? It's all pretty and shiny and flux free. Looks like this one. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to put our bias capacitor in here. We're going to go ahead and put our power wires in. We'll put our flybacks in place. And then this, technically, will be caught up with this. Got this perfectly straight. Got a little wobble that I'm going to work out right here, if you can see it. A little wobble and another little wobble here, but I'll work these out and get this straight. So it looks good. It's got good parts in it. It's probably going to run pretty good too. Okay, next step. Look, they're twins. Wait a minute. There, they're twins. Same upgrade, same of everything. The only outside physical difference is this one's got the stock meter on it, and this one's got the updated Texas Star meter on the front. One says relative RF output, RF power, and this one's got, it says Texas Star on it. So, okay, well, let's see. It's 1:30 in the morning on Sunday, and I'm going to bed. I've had enough of this fun for the day. So, wait till tomorrow. We'll shoot the video, and we'll be done, and you guys can purchase them. See you soon. $1,000-watt slug in PEP, 1,000 in average, 5-watt slug in reverse. We use a 2950. Let me show you input drive. Oh, 20 whole flipping watts of massive dominating RF power. Oh, yeah, no, it's the middle of the night, can you tell? So, power on, 20 watts of drive from the 2950 on 14.5 volts. Oh, almost 700 watts, 667 watts as advertised. Oh, needles reading correct on the front. We're going to go to AM power, which stands for the variable dial a watt. So check it out. Run the dead key up here a little bit. Say about 200 watts. Nice and smooth. Bring our sideband delay in play, which is low. And we're also looking at this meter over here. Hello. 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 Too much sticky. Hello. This thing is working. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Now for amplifier number 2. It's gonna be like deja vu for you guys. All right, let's turn that noise down. So we know the preamp is working. Let's run through the lap one more time. 1,000 watt slug in peak, 1,000 in average, 5 watt slug in reverse. We're going to use the RCI 2950, putting about 20 watts into the 667. Hello. 20 watts for the drive gets us 625 watts. Watts, baby. Hello. Look at that. Hello. Let me fix the meter. This one had a lot more little problems to it than the other one did. By far. By far. It had a short and a bias circuit someplace. It took quite a little bit to figure it out. Come to find out, it was from back when they did the cut and paste job on the combiner. They'd put so much solder on it, it was dripping through and shorting the ground. So anywho, in the process of chasing that down, I had to unsolder some stuff, and I forgot to resolder the resistor that drives the meter. Hello. Hello. Meter's back fully functional. Once again, our output power and peak. Hello. 667 watts, 700 watts-ish. Input reflect. Hello. Nice and low. So now we're going to look at both meters. Tell it to focus there. Okay, so. Hello. It's medium. Here's low. Hello. We're going to go back to medium and play with our dial a watt. Hello. 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 Once again, I need you to focus here, camera. Thank you. Hello. Turn our dial a watt back down. Hello. All right. So at the end of the day, we've got amplifier A and B. I'm going to put both of these up for sale for $625. They'll have brand new tins on them. And you guys that decide that you want to purchase them, let me know if you want to add a fan to them. That'll be like an additional $25. 667s, the twins. A and B, fully functional. And basically mint. Minty. So, let me know. Let me grab a picture here. Let me know, give me a call. Ring that number or shoot me a text. The twins 667s. Gentlemen, I gotta go, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. My name is BBI, and without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Come check us out, www.bbiamps.com. Come follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, right here on the YouTube Gargler. First time you ever watched anything like this and you enjoyed what you seen, make sure to click subscribe and we'll get you hooked up. Bump, bump. I'll see ya. Bye.